I'm really happy to welcome you all to the opening of our new location here on Irving Place tonight.
With its central location not far from the bustle of Union Square, this building makes the New York Goethe-Institut highly visible at the heart of this fascinating city. When we look at cultural performances from other countries, we see the world through the eyes of the other, of our counterpart. It is about expressing and explaining oneself and understanding others.
The Goethe-Institut New York has provided a special place for German New Yorkers, and for generations, Germans have made lasting contributions to every sector of our society.
50 years after the founding of the Goethe-Institut on Fifth Avenue, the Goethe-Institut New York is something it was not before. A cultural institute working in every field that the Goethe-Institutes normally work in. A place where cultures meet, a place of dialogue and discussion, a place for Americans and Germans alike, from today on in this beautiful new house.
Stop.
Last year I was lucky to knock the door of the consulate, and they led me to the Goethe-Institut to find a partner when I was organizing the Unity of Nature with Alexander von Humboldt and the Americas. I hope to knock the door again. Thank you, Benzel, for your trust, and it was a pleasure to work with the Goethe-Institut.
As a member of the German expatriate population and a cultural professional here in New York, the Goethe-Institut has been part of my New York life from the very beginning. I look forward to seeing the Goethe emerge even livelier, more relevant, more engaged in the experimental arts, as well as the core program of language classes, library work, and German culture.
When I was asked to say something today, I had to do a little bit more digging, because what else could I say about the Goethe-Institut besides the fact that, you know, they have been always such a generous and smart and incisive supporter of culture in New York. That is an institute that to me is dedicated to many languages, not just German, but of art, of culture, of intellectual inquiry, and that to me really deserves to be celebrated.
The German approach is always critical and self-critical, never staying in its comfort zone. The Goethe-Institut is a wonderful product of this approach. Get inspired through this dialogue to become wiser and better citizens of the world.
I'm Pavel, this is Kelly. We have been making work in New York for the last 20 years.
One of the nicest things that happened to us in Germany, we had a bed upstairs in the lobby of the Hebel Theater, and we lived there. When we came to the theater to move in, they said that it was a tradition in Germany for housewarming to give bread and salt. So I got bread, and mit meinen eigenen Händen habe ich gemacht dieses Brot gemacht. Und das ist
And between Christoph and Ulrich Lindner, we spent many a day and many a night actually looking for over 50 spaces before we all of a sudden walked in, and voila, we almost knew right away that this would become the future home of the Goethe-Institut.
Even in an event like tonight, I think the Goethe-Institut has a wonderful horizontal and vertical duality as well. It reaches out into the community and into helping all sorts of projects of all different sorts, while at the same time reaching back into the past with its own long tradition.
Our partnership with the Goethe-Institut has been going on for over 2 decades now, and I speak of partnerships, and I don't mean struggles and fight and quarrels. I really mean being curious and sharing the same values. So we don't think of a sponsorship, but more or less it's not a transaction, it's an interaction.
I wish you much success, and I look forward to our continued wonderful working partnership. Thank you for all that you do for HSMSE students. Alles Gute, auf Wiedersehen.